Alright, I've looked all over YouTube. Couldn't really find any good videos on people plastic dipping a four-wheeler. So I'm going to take a shot at it. I'll kind of take you step by step along the way of what I do. This is what I'm starting out with. Kind of dirty. I'm going to wash it out and get a good base to start with. It has that SC1 stuff from Honda. And I'm going to use this, which is some rig soap, which is from offshore. It's some strong degreaser to try and get all that wax stuff off of it. Make a good surface to be able to clean out. I'll rub alcohol next, but this is the next step. Alright, slight little update cliff note. With the rig wash, I don't know if it's bringing back the SC1 Honda's polish stuff or if it's taking it off and getting back to the like the natural plastic, because it's beaten up. If you can see there compared to here, everything was covered in SC1, but whenever we wash it with the heavy duty degreaser, it starts beating up. So I think it's showing the protectiveness of the SC1. Once I put the soap on the back, it beat it up just like the front. Feels pretty clean. I don't think there's no wax on it. Alright, so it's showing us 71 degrees outside, but it's like if you're in the sun, it's 71. So I set up some lights. I got a heater, some lights. I set these up next to the cans because Fonzie at Dip Your Car had a little tip that if you put the cans in like warm water before you spray, it makes it atomize better or whatever. So I just put it in front of the light. Should do the same thing. I washed the bike with rig wash, and this is how it sits. There's still a couple of wet spots. I'm going to wipe it down, and then I'm going to rub it with some rubbing alcohol, hopefully to clean it completely off. I really think that rig wash took everything off, but just to be sure, I'm going to rub it with some alcohol, and that's my next step. Okay, so I let everything dry after I did the rubbing alcohol, and I taped it. There's like a lip where the black part sticks over the green, and I'm hoping it's going to tear there. Yay! And then back here is just, this is all under the seat, so I just left that all open. Okay, so the surface is prepped and pretty dry, and I'm using the Dip Your Car exclusive spray nozzle, and I'm going to go ahead and spray it. I put an extra thing of tape too to block the overspray. My fat finger caught the drip, so that's something. We'll see how it turns out, but I got a feeling they're gonna stay big bumps like that. Okay, so here's what happened where the splatters caught my finger. I'm trying to let them dry, see if it'll coat over it. I'm not sure if it will or not. I may try to rub the See how well it covers over. Imperfections. Alright, it's been 10 going on 15 minutes. The can says 30, but I know Fonzie says 10 or 15 or whatever, so I'm really curious to see what it does with these blemishes, if the next coat will cover over it. I mean, it looks pretty dry, so I'm gonna go ahead and throw another coat. Back up, baby. Alright, I put another coat on top, and it wants to splatter more. I don't think it's my finger. Could be the tip getting plugged up. I'm gonna call it quits on this one. I'm gonna peel the tape off and see what happens. Alright, so this is the first side that I did 2 times. You can see where I wiped it. It left like a... I'm gonna try and spray it one more time, just for shits and giggles. See if it'll cover it up. Then we'll try peeling the tape off, see how the line is. Alright, this time I'm going to try to hold my finger a little farther back. Okay, couldn't find it. I put my finger over in it, so I'm going to try to hold it back and see if it works better. Okay, so this side's way better. As you can see, I have a little bit of a heavy spot. It's because I got fat ass fingers. But if you look in here, I don't know if you can tell, but it's still kind of wet. But I think I want to keep in there wet because I watch Fonzie do a thing where you want to make fine lines, and he sprayed it wet and he pulled off the tape. But I don't want to keep pulling off the tape and retaping to get a straight line. So I think I'm just going to keep spraying and keep that little border line wet. I'm going to put the next coat on. Alright, this is the second coat. As you can see, the first coat pretty much covered it. I mean, I'm really probably going to only put 2 coats and spray from a different angle to make sure I get all the different spots that I didn't get first from the first angle. That's pretty heavy, and I'm just about finished with the first can.